Hey guys, Dan Badger, Sterling Self-Defense, coming at you with another video. Alright, gonna go over a couple new things today. We're gonna do an unboxing video. Haven't done one of those in years, and I like them. They're fun. I just like to see people getting shit. I like getting shit, so. Alright, first things first. Alright, we got a new FDE. You know, the old limited edition First Strike colors. Black sheer coated top with FDE center and bottom with FDE 12 gram mag and compensator. I keep forgetting to put these compensators up on the website, but this is a smaller version. You know, the long version, this is a small one, and well, the next one's a medium. I got all different kinds now. And we also have the new comp. It's more of a hand guard now. This is a 6.5. I'll show you that one on there. Oh, we also have the TRP. Now we have the comps for that. They have a longer rail on the bottom. So yeah, I'll put those up too. I don't think they're up yet. I'll put them up at some point. Here's this is part of the new carbine kits, the quick disconnect, you know, little thumb screw on the bottom, so you can switch off to your sidearm. You know, at night you come home, take out your small 5-inch barrel or 4 2/8, whatever you're using, pop it out, stick your handguard on and a long barrel to get that extra power. And you can keep your optic and everything all in the same thing. So just pop that off and you're good to go for carry work in the morning. This is just the beast. This is a big setup, you know, with the modular power plug. Yeah, I didn't mean to put it up. I haven't put it up yet. I'll get to it. But that's that one. And now we also have a longer one. I had one of my UK customers, not one of the Karen, not the Karen, but another one. He liked the 6.5 inch, so, but he wanted a longer barrel. So I created a 10 inch. So much bigger. All right, Gary, there you go. There's your 10 inch. See it much bigger. So this way you incorporate a longer barrel and the barrel's not hanging out as much. And once again, this one, same kind of kit, thumb screw on the bottom. What you do is screw this off, down, down, down. So you can swap it out at night. And keep your big optic and keep a light on there, whatever you want for at night home protection. These are long screws. So, you pop the barrel out. So, real quick, you're back down your, you know, take your small barrel, put it back in there, and you're good to go. Then it goes back on just as easy. And nice thing is for home protection, you can keep an optic on there, you can keep a light on there, laser, which you don't need during the day anyway, really. So, all right, back in there. With a long barrel, you don't need one quite as long as this. This is 16. You can get smaller barrels in there too. That is that. That is a 10 inch handguard. I will put that up as soon as I can. These things take forever to print. They're real long ones, but they're good and solid, strong. They will hold up. All right. What else? All right. After that stuff. Sorry, my desk, my little workshop here was driving me nuts. I couldn't find anything. I was all disorganized, so I just tore everything off it and started over. You gotta, when you're building stuff, you gotta be able to get the stuff, you know, all organized. I got all my drawers nice and organized now, as I'll show you. All right, so here are my new drawers. All right, now everything I need. Now, prior to this, there was shit all over the place. You know, I had small bins holding stuff, but there were O-rings everywhere, springs everywhere. Now it's all organized. Now you can buy kits to do this, but they get crazy expensive and they're not going to be custom sized and they're going to be sliding all over too. So basically how I did this, I took a scrap 2x4, turned it on its side, put it on my table saw, cut strips of 1/4 inch wood, long strips, and then measured them, start putting them in. Long section first, all the way down, then cut down each little piece, all the centers, cut them to size, and hot glue. They're all held down with hot glue. Quick, simple, easy little thing. Hot glue works awesome for this. And they're good and tight, doesn't fall out. And if you ever need to take them out, it doesn't hurt anything. Hot glue comes out fairly easy. A little scraper, pop it right out. Or a little hot, heat gun, everything comes out nice and easy. And leaves the drawer the way it was. Doesn't affect anything. But now I'm all organized. I'm working on the guns. I can find everything. It saves me a lot of time getting up, running around, looking for a part. I got everything right here. And second drawer. Didn't really set this all up as much yet. Working on there. I got my computer in there, so I can do STLs and designs. And prototypes and stuff. But, phone, obviously. And now, this table, I bought it because it goes up and down. So I can, you don't want to sit all day long. So once in a while, I crank it up and I bring it up to the standing position. So you're not sitting on your ass all day. You can work standing for a while, which is real nice. The downside is I really wanted to go down farther, so I was a little over my table. It didn't go down far enough. So I was going to cut the legs, cut a 4-inch piece out, re-weld them back together, and then I'm like, it sounds like a lot of work for a simple little problem. So I got an idea. What I did was lift the couch up for 5.5 inches. Put blocks underneath each corner, each little nub. So I brought the couch up, so now I'm exactly where I want to be over the table. I can actually find everything now. All right, let's open some boxes. Where's my knife? Get this stuff out of the way. A little Red Bull. What do we got for? It's like Christmas. Probably most of the reason I got into this, just so I could order stuff and open boxes all the time. Need the packing list. Oh, this one looks to be from UTG. And they pack the outside so well. Then you get to the inside, you'll see what I mean. Look at this. The outside's so well packed. The inside, they just throw shit in there. And UTGs. Okay, I've got about 4,000 hats now. Stop with the hats. I think I've got enough. Oh, I mean, where to put them all. All right, what do we got in here? Ah, the pull dots. They've been out of pull dots for a while. And they are back. I haven't had these for over a month now. Very happy to have them back. What else we got? Red illumination RMRs. I'm getting kind of sick of the green. I like red on my RMR, so I ordered some red ones. I don't know, the green, I'm just not feeling it on an RMR. I like them on the lasers for long distance, but my RMR, I want to go back to red. More RMRs, more bull dots, more bull dots, paperwork, of course, trying to sell me more crap. Alright, wasn't much in that order, just a bunch of RMRs and bull dots. That wasn't very exciting. Alright, put it aside, get to the next one. What do we got here? Some of the stuff Probably could be just personal stuff, so we're gonna find out if we open it. I never know. Oh, a surprise! I don't remember what I ordered. Yep, yeah, some kind of ring product and 512 card. Yep, that doesn't apply to our stuff. Personal, sorry. What do we got in here? I don't know. Let's find out. Olight. Love me my Olight. Free Olight little. They always send me free stuff with orders. Little Olight flashlights. What is this thing? What is this? I don't know what this is. Probably another little free thing. Yeah, there's nothing major. Boulder Mini. Still by far the best one out there, man. I'd love for an American company to come out with such quality because I'm not a big fan of buying from China, but when it comes down to it, so far there's no better backlight or flashlight out there than Olight. Their products are just amazing. They hold up. They're just awesome freaking quality. And believe me, man, if anyone knows about an American company that has such quality, let me know. I'll switch over, but they're just great designs. It's one of the only things I really buy from China just because they're the best. And I've been using them so long now, they're just such high quality, which is surprising, but they are great. I gotta say that. So I keep ordering them. We're Boulder Minis, and this is the 800. There's a 600 too. I like the 800. It's a lot brighter. You know, laser light combo. A whole bunch of those. Another one, another one, another one. I don't remember ordering this, but I suppose I did. Little Olight. This is a cool one. It's a small flashlight and it's got a little charging case, but the charging case is also good to charge your cell phone. I got this just to keep in the truck when my cell phone's dying. If we go out somewhere or I'm out on the property shooting, it's nice that you can plug your cell phone right into this. It'll charge it up. Pretty cool. They have another version called a bigger one, a flashlight called the Marauder 1 and 2, and I think it's 3 too. They got a huge one that'll freaking like run a TV. A little crazy expensive, but pretty cool. Ah, my bicycle light. Nice. I start riding again. There's a free gift. You spend a certain amount of money. You can pick whatever, which one, what tier it is. So, got the bike light I wanted. Psyched about that. Now, the Odin GL. These are freaking awesome. We've got the regular Odin Mini. Oh, there's the Odin Mini. This is probably one of the better ones for smaller builds in your carbine. You know, it's not as long. It doesn't take up a lot of room. But it's nice when you're just for light. This one is. But the Odin GL. This one is freaking awesome. Powerful as shit. 1500 lumens. And it's got a laser. So you can put another sight on, you know, you sight in with your laser on this too. This thing is freaking unbelievable. One thing you gotta watch out for, which drives me nuts though, it's got a function on it, a vibrate function. I gotta figure out a way to turn it off. Like every minute the thing will vibrate. It's in case you put it in your pocket and it turns on, they get super hot, so it vibrates to tell you it's on. But it's weird when you're not used to it, you put it on your rifle, and you're aiming at something, and all of a sudden you hear, and you're like, what the fuck is that? That's what it is. But a great light and a great additive. These come with the pressure pads, which you can set on your foregrip, run the wire around, so I just touch it. But usually when I set mine, I don't use the pressure pad because I put it right next to my foregrip, so I just pop it on anyway. So it's up to you which way you want to do it, but it's nice to give you the option to do it either with the pressure pad or without. And it's got a good disconnect feature So if you want to use it as a flashlight, just push a button, turn it, comes right off. Great products. Definitely really good products. And Boulder Mini is one of the only like really good ones that fit on the front of a regular FSC. FSC's got that little tiny rail, and the Boulder Mini fits on there well. So does the other one, the Viridian. Viridian fits on too. But the Viridian CL5s, I have an account with Viridian, and I was really trying to move over to them, but just their tack lights, they just don't come anywhere close to the Olight. They just really don't. They're very plasticky too, and they're crazy overpriced, man. You know, the tack lights are like $250, which is insanity. You know, it's just way too much money. And you look at them, what do you get? A hunk of plastic. The Olights are all solid aluminum. You know, when we pay a decent amount of money, I want it to be aluminum. And the Viridians are twice as expensive as these, so it is what it is. So I don't know. We'll see if they come out with a nicer one. Hopefully they do. I got an account, so I can start buying from them. One thing they do have is really cool. Let me go see. I want to show you guys this one. Hold on. Let me pause and see if I can find it. All right, I'm back. This is the one I really love. Crazy expensive though. It's the Viridian X5L. It's got a camera, so you can take video. Still trying to find the right build for this one to go on, but this thing is awesome. Takes a memory card. Now, one thing I really like about it, but really doesn't apply to us yet, they have a holster. So this can go on the sidearm and a Glock or whatever on the bottom. And the second you draw it out of your holster, automatically turns on the camera. So this way, you get in an altercation, whatever, you got to draw your sidearm. It's on camera, everything that happened, which is awesome. But it only works. They don't, of course, obviously, you got to use their holster, and they're not going to have a holster for the FSC or the TRP. So I'm trying to look into how to convert one of our holsters into an instant on to work with these. So, you know, if you're out and about and you got to pull your sidearm for something, it'd be great to have it all on video. You know, you ever had to go to court or something, second you draw, it's on. You have to worry about hitting the button. But these are cool too. They're fucking crazy. They're like $500. They're crazy expensive, but they're a tack light, a laser light, and a high-def video camera. So I definitely, yeah, I wish it was a little smaller too. I'd like to keep it on my sidearm. It's a little bulky for a sidearm, but I think I'm gonna mount it to one of my rifles. Anyone you want to tape it, you just, you know, hit the button, videotapes everything onto a card. Take the card off, and there you go. There's your video. These are great. One of the products I really like from them. I just haven't quite found the right application for it. I wish they had some kind of kit. I got to call them up, see if they have a kit where you can modify any holster to make that auto on function come on. Because that's a game changer, man. I walk around, you know, with my sidearm all the time, out and about. Haven't had to use it yet, but if I ever do, I would like to be able to have it on camera. So if I ever had to go to court or something, there's all the evidence. The second I drew it, you can see the reason why I drew it. All right, I'll put that to the side. All right, let's get to the next box. Ooh, it's a big box. The big box. All right, it is 4 of the same, you know what, 4 of the same box in here, so I'm just going to take out one of them. They're all the same thing. Push that aside. A little big of a box to keep here on the table. All right, definitely Pepper Wall. You can always tell Pepper Wall, they put all the tape and stop and check if it's broken, tape like that. Badger, dead asleep, doesn't care at all. Not amused. Over his eye, a little look at me. Yeah, I'm talking to you, buddy. Yeah, you don't care. Yeah, TRPs are in. More TRPs. Love this bag they come with. Great, great bag. I don't know how I feel about the non-lethal on there, but nice thing about that, if you don't like it, it comes off and you put on whatever you want. Definitely a good carry bag. I love the fact that they put that on Velcro. You can take it off. All right, in the pack we got 2 6-round mags, and they're putting caps on them now, which is nice. If you're using pepper balls, at least you ain't got to worry about them popping out and breaking in the case. That was a good idea. I don't really recommend or use pepper balls, but it is an option. And inside the bag, it's got its own little case, its own little slot that holds the gun, like kind of a little pouch. You can see it there. The bag doesn't zip all the way open, so. And there you go, the TRP. And you can see on this one, the handle, little skinnier, much more smooth, much more comfortable than the FSC. Do I have an FSC without a grip? Let me see. Get them all over the place. Not handy. The ones that got grips on, it hides it a little bit, but you can see a little bit on this one. It is definitely skinnier. You got more of a nice molding to it. A little more comfortable. And that longer rail, great. Opens up a lot more options on different tack lights and size tack lights. Now you can, a lot more brands you can put on there because you have so much more rail. And longer slide. And you can see with the FSC, this one's got a power plug on it, so, you know. But you can see the rail size differences there. Well, it's hard to tell when I got a comp. Well, I got a comp on there, but you can see, you know, the comp is adding, making it basically the same size. That's a bad comparison. Let me see if I can do about it. Now, you guys get the point. You can see where it ends with the comp and the cap. Slide is definitely longer, so that's something to keep in mind. It is now longer than the FSC, you know, that extra inch right here, but it gives you a lot more rail. And of course, the quick pierce. But there is a downside. If you're switching over from an FSC to a TRP, one thing a lot of guys aren't thinking of. You know, all right, yeah, you got that quick pierce, boom, you're shooting away. All right, you're 6 rounds gone, now you're done. Now with this one, it doesn't have a magazine where you can drop it, pop in a new one real quick, quick tip. Quick little pierce, twist, this no. This, you have to take the mag out, then you have to let the rest of the air out, unscrew this, drop the CO2, grab a new CO2, put it in, screw the cap back on, load the mag in, and then pierce. So remember, this is good for 6 rounds, but there's no assailant in the world that's going to wait for you to do all that. So that is one upside to the FSC. You can drop mag, put a new one right back up there. And I just lost precious jewels. But you get the point. And it's just a twist. A lot of guys, oh, that twist is so much work. It's a freaking twist. Come on, people. It ain't that much work. It's a little turn. So, I like the quick pierce too, but hey, it comes down to it. You never know. You're going to need extra rounds. You want to be able to load quickly. And you may be able to quick pierce on this one quickly, but you ain't going to be able to reload it quickly. That's a given. The FSC, you drop a mag right to the ground, put a new one right back in. Little twist, you're back in the game. So, something to think about. A lot of guys aren't thinking about that. So, definitely something to think about. All right. Let's put this sucker away. Bags back in. Then the TRP is a lot more expensive. Quite a bit. Alright. Back with the rest of the TRPs. And let's see what's next. No idea what this is. Alright, just tools for me. Don't really affect you guys at all. Alright, one, see what's in here. Nothing fun, just throw tools and printing labels. Alright, wasn't that much fun for you guys. Alright, this one is good. Now, guys running this problem, back in the FSC, a lot of guys have stripped out little nuts on the back. They're 632. So if this ever happens, some reason you're over cranking your screws, gotta remember, these bodies are made of aluminum. So when you're screwing in screws, you don't want to get crazy tensioning them down. It's real easy to break off the screws. If that ever happens, what you buy, it's called the helicoils. This is helicoils usually come, I've got a big kit of them, but this is a 632, it's a small one. Doesn't come in the kits, but you can buy them separately by itself. Now basically what this is, this tool comes with a little tapping drill bit, where basically the threads you stripped out, you're going to drill out that hole, and then you're going to re-tap it. Well, I'm sorry, you drill out the hole, then you take this little coils. They're like little springs, but it's the exact thread size, 632. So after you make the new hole, it's got a tool. You take this tool and you screw the threads right into that hole. And there you go. Now you have a new 632. So you can put your screw right in there. And they hold like you wouldn't believe. And now it's actually better because you have steel threads. These are all stainless steel, this little helicoils. So you ain't gonna never mess them up after that. So it's good to have. So if you ever strip out the back, like your airline, I've seen that done a ton of times. Guys strip out their airline, won't go in and out anymore. This is how you fix that. And any of the other screws. 632 is the number. So, all right. I don't have one that I got to fix, but I figured I'd order one, keep it on hand in case that problem ever came up. All right. See what is next. Another pepper wall. You can see they get crazy taping up their boxes. Yep, pepper wall. Hoping there's parts in here I've been waiting for. Alright, what do we got? Double flip. Oh, big bag. Nice springs. There you go. Real springs, not like the other guys. Right from the factory, VKS springs. You can see it right there on the label. You got a lot of those other guys get springs from China that look the same size and kind of close, and they're ripping people off. That's what they look like straight out of the box. See, you can take them out. You can see what they look like coming right out of the bag. That's what a real VKS bolt spring looks like. So, yours don't look like that. It ain't real. I know they got them looking pretty close, but I've seen them and they don't look the same. And they do not give the same tension. So, make sure what you're buying is real. Factory parts that are made to work with your sear spring. Alright, put that aside. Need those. Unload. I always reuse these too. Not that I'm cheap, but hey, you gotta recycle, save some trees. Oh yeah. Alright, firing pins. A whole bunch of them. Velocity screws. Yes, they come with the blue on them. They didn't listen to me. They don't watch my videos. Stop putting the blue Loctite on velocity screws. They don't need to be there. They're under spring tension. They're not going to be vibrating and moving. Now I have to get on these and take that off. It drives me freaking nuts. Alright. There we go. More stock velocity springs, yet to be modified. Need these too. These, well, horribly overpriced, I think, anyway. But they are great for what they do. The VKS long barrel nut. So guys that got a wobble in your barrel, and you have one of the older VKSs, the newer ones all come with long barrel nuts, but the older ones have a barrel nut only to there. You know, it's like an inch and a quarter. This is like 3 inches. It stops all wobble in the barrel. Great, great product. Terribly overpriced, but there's not much I can do about that. They can charge whatever they want. If I want it, I gotta pay for it, so I can clean all I want, but they don't care. They let you drive. All these things I need. My extra shims I needed. Air chamber O-rings. Guys, be careful when you on your VKSs or FSCs, when you're taking your bolts in and out, working on them, doing whatever. Be careful. Just don't jam them in there. It's really easy to nick these. All it takes is one little nick, and you got a leak, and you got to take it all apart again and change it. So remember, when you take your bolts out, anytime I take a bolt out, take a little Ultra Silk, rub it on those O-rings. So this way, when you put it back in, it slides real nice, and you're not going to nick the O-ring up. Because I've done it many times, in a rush, grabbed it, pushing it in there, it's on an angle a little bit, pushed a little too hard, there goes an O-ring. And you don't notice it till you put the gun back together, air it up, go to fire it, and you hear a hissing. That's your leak, so be careful. Little, you have to use Ultra Silk, whatever you're using, what kind of lubrication, put a little on it. Makes you go in there a lot easier. Bumpers. I was literally down to my last bumper. And I was completely out of these. Alright. And steer springs out of these too. Wish I got more. And ASA O-rings. I was completely out of these, and now I got more. These are a good solid O-ring. They don't go often. Now these are the two that go right in the slide check on your ASA. They're pretty solid. They're expensive, but they are. But they hold up really well, you know. So it's not something you see too often. But I was out of them. All right. That's it for my pepper ball supplies. It's in here. This may be another personal one. If not, we'll see. I heard a drone. You know, for the outside videos. Get some outside shots. I figure I'd, have the drone closer to target as I'm shooting. Yeah, it's going to be a little hard, but the range is in the woods, but I'll practice, get a little better, we'll see. So hopefully some better videos to come with this one. And a new Ring doorbell camera. put that out by, I've got a mail station on my building with a big drop box. So I wanted a camera with a button there. They can let me know when packages are coming. So I figured a Ring doorbell right alongside the drop box door. All right. All right, time for me to put all my parts away and finish my desk here. Just about got it away, back to a little different than I had it, but now I'm organized. The drawer thing though, guys, organizing your drawers. Such a simple thing with that wood, you know. Hey guys, sorry about that. I don't know what happened. My camera just cut off in mid-sentence. Anyway, point being is, guys, cheapest way to go is build stuff yourself. And the best part about that is you're going to learn how your marker works. You build it yourself, you're going to see the internals, you're going to see how everything works. So if you ever run into a problem, you know what it is. You're not like, oh, what do I do now? Always better off to build it yourself. You're going to save money, and you're going to learn a lot. Now, that's how everyone starts. That's how I started. You know. All right, guys, that's it for me. I will see you on the next one. Stay safe. Say goodnight, Badger. Good night, Badger.